tatami.
Tonight, Polaris lights up the UK South Coast. The squad's finale decides team supremacy and 2 titles are on the line. Prospects will meet contenders who will meet champions. This is world-class grappling. This is Polaris 34.
Hello and welcome to Polaris 34 Prelims, coming you live from the Lighthouse in Poole, United Kingdom. My name is Tom Barlow and I'm joined by UK BJJ legend Vanessa English and Irish grappling standout Tom Halpin. We have an exciting night of matches ahead of us on this prelim card before our main card starts at 7 p.m. Let's take a look at our prelim competitors. So kicking off the event, we have Jack Gower versus Kane Evans. On match second is Francesca Lima versus Hannah Bang Bendz. Then we have Harry Pike versus CJ Smith, Neal, Klimek versus Leo Lawson, Jay Butler, Gavin Stewart, and then Max Armstrong and Alexis Ioannou. Vanessa, who do you think is going to be a standout match in that?
A standout match, I'd say Max Armstrong and Alexis Ioannou is going to be a really, really exciting match. Max, he has a really well-rounded game, and Alexis is just super exciting.
Yeah, and then in the second half of the match, second half of the card, we have some great matches too. We have Robert Dresden's with apparently a 4-finger guillotine, which is going to be quite exciting, versus Chris Leyendecker, Franck Takoudjou versus Dusty Miller, Peter Shamarkou versus Harry Fall, Shane Price, Justin Moore, Ash Gibson versus Arya Asfamandez. And then capping it off, we have the main event of the prelims. We have Barack Martin versus Phil Harris. Tom, again, some fantastic matches ups. How do you see those going?
I'm really looking forward to seeing Peter Shamarkou go up against Harry Fall. I think both guys have a really fast-paced style. London grapple versus Ippon Gym. So I'm hoping to see some quick Berimbolo type action in that one.
Yeah, and of course in that main event we have Barack Martin versus Mr. Polaris himself, Phil Harris, who's had more appearances than any other competitor on Polaris so far. How do you see that one going?
Yeah, I think it's Phil's 9th time competing here, which is amazing. And Barack as well, he's a big veteran in the game. I think a black belt since 2012. So you get more of an old school style. I'm curious to see who can get on top and impose their passing on the other person.
Yeah, it's going to be a great match. Okay, let's take a look at the rules for our prelims.
Each preliminary match features 2 5-minute rounds with a 1-minute break in between. Open scoring between rounds keeps fighters and fans engaged, adding to the intensity. If there's no winner after 2 rounds, a 3-minute overtime will decide the fight. The emphasis is on continuous action. Stalling will be penalized. Constant action is the name of the game as athletes push their limits in a battle for victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Lighthouse
here in Poole in the United Kingdom, where we present to you Polaris 34. So now let's get the action started and welcome our first fighter out of the blue corner, Jack Gover.
So making his way to the Polaris stage, we have Jack Gover, training for 9 years, black belt. Outside of the mats, he is a firefighter. Had a couple of experiences on Polaris before, fighting on Polaris 29 and Polaris 24. Unfortunately, picking up the losses, so I'm sure he's going to be trying to make up for that tonight.
And now let's welcome his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Kane Evans.
So Kane Evans, 10 years older than his opponent, and with a few years more experience as well.
Let's get the action started. Our first bout is in the heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, official weight 95 kilos. Representing Odyssey Combat Hub from the United Kingdom, let's welcome Jack Gover. And now let's welcome his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, official weight 93.2 kilos. Representing Legacy Jiu-Jitsu and Mad Hatters from the United Kingdom, introducing Kane Evans.
So both these guys coming out of an MMA background, which we can kind of see straight away as they've collar tied up. One of them adopting a tie clinch for a moment.
Both local guys as well, so there'd be a bit of good support coming from the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. Would expect coming from that MMA background to see them, trying to get into that top position predominantly, being very aggressive at the start.
I'm curious to see how the scoring plays out as well. With the 5-minute rounds, a takedown might be a bit more important.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen it a few times where we've had, the first round's gone one way and the second round has gone the completely other way, and it creates a really interesting dynamic for the matches.
Some early collar ties.
Or would we call them hooks, Tom? Nice little attempt at the blast double there from Kane.
Kane seems to be leading a bit in the stand-up so far. He's breaking the posture of Jack, and he's able to off-balance him. Hopefully he can set up some takedowns from here.
Yeah, it's interesting, their stance is quite upright. So, tends to... That's obviously more like a striking-based stance where you need to have the range to be able to use the kicks and those punches, versus a more traditional one where it'd be a lot lower. But beautiful little arm drag there from Kane.
And this is his first time competing on Polaris. He seems a little less nervous of the two as well, getting straight to the action, getting this takedown here.
Yeah, Jack's on that. It looks like trying to get the Kimura. Classic bit of Sakuraba. It's going to be interesting to see if Jack tries to wrestle up towards that leg.
Yeah, you can see he's not interested in playing too much guard. He just wants to stand up, wrestle up from there.
Yeah, Kane dropping into the front headlock position. Doesn't look like he's attacking the choke or anything like that.
The choke works even better when the other person tries to stand up, getting the hands on the mat. That gives you opportunities for the choke.
Yeah.
When their elbows are down, you want to more go behind, take the back. So hopefully he can look to do that from here.
Yeah, Jack's wrapping up that elbow again. It looks like this time he's trying like an inside variation on that. And then switches off to the single leg, which is quite nice.
Now's the time for Kane to get these hooks. Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, beautiful timing on that back take there, Vanessa.
It's It's always a funny dilemma. Do you go for the choke straight away? Do you try and get your control? But I think the head position is something you see a lot here. Oh, now he has an arm triangle choke. Will he be able to finish?
Yeah, and he does have a win by arm triangle in his last match as well. It looks pretty tight.
I mean, Jack's on the phone, but it'll only last for for so long, won't it?
And he gets the submission.
Yeah,
Beautiful
tight.
start from Kane.
Very nice.
A lot of confidence in that choke he had there.
Yeah.
Arm triangle is one as well. The defender can resist a lot, so you need to have that confidence to just push through the resistance.
Yeah, very much so. You can see, like, Kane didn't look stressed in that match at all. Really, really solid performance.
Let's see some replays. Yeah, these heavy collar ties. I was expecting like a judo throw, the way that their stance was, but Kane did a really, really lovely arm drag. We'll see it now. There we go.
Very
Taken
nice.
down. Yeah, he was trying to, get these hooks in here, trying to get the back, but finishing off with a beautiful arm triangle.
Yeah, you can see when he puts the squeeze in, it's just super tight, and then Jack's forced to tap. Great performance.
Lovely match.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by tap out due to an arm triangle, Kane Evans.
So our next match is Francesca Lana versus Hannah Bang Bendz.
Let's welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, Francesca Lana.
So Francesca Lana, 7 years, recently got her black belt. Trains out of London, grapple. Had a really good performance on the last time she was on Polaris. Unfortunately, lost in the last 40 seconds to a match that she was really dominating for most of.
And now let's welcome, fighting out of the red corner, Hannah Bendz.
So Hannah Bang Bendz coming out of Ippon Gym, just down the road in Bournemouth. Brown belt, training since 2021. Has a lot of success in the local scene, including double gold at the British Open recently.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, official weight 56 kilos, representing London Grapple. From Italy, please welcome Francesca Lana. And now let's welcome her opponent fighting in the red corner. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, official weight 56.8 kilos, representing Ippon Gym and Palaestra UK. From the United Kingdom, introducing Hannah Bendz.
I didn't actually realise that this fight was going to be in the gi, and this has made me even more excited. Not just because I'm a gi lover, but also because, you know, Fran's last match was in a no gi, and I really think she's such a technical fighter. The gi is just good for her. And as well, Hannah, she's on top now, but I know she's got a very good, very flexible guard, so it's going to be interesting. I mean, the pair of them do. So it's going to be interesting to...
Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting match. I was actually trained a little bit with Hannah at the recent Scramble camp out in Malaga, and insanely flexible, like ridiculously flexible, but really solid jiu-jitsu on top of that as well. It was really fun training with her, but she did predominantly work from the bottom position.
Yeah, I mean, she's quite like kind of in the centre of Fran's.
Interesting grip break strategy there.
Yeah, I mean, she's really trying to drive through. She's actually getting to a pretty solid passing position. Fran doing a good job of just off-balancing her over the top.
Also threatening an ankle lock. From
yeah, nice job to use that threat to recover top position.
Those lasso guards, they can leave your legs open if you're susceptible to ankle locks, but it seems like she's on it with the defense from there.
I actually think that Hannah might be made of rubber, so I'm not sure she would she would feel that even. So Vanessa, obviously this is, you know, relatively similar division to where you to compete as well.
Yeah.
You're continually facing these very flexible spider guard players. How do you typically look to pass someone's guard who, you know, can put their toes in their ears?
To be fair, their toes usually, they get to go to their ears.
Right.
Like when we get into these kind of stacked positions, it's insanely hard to bring the hips down, right? And even, you know, you can go to these sort of leg drags from these inverted positions, but a good method that I've found is actually kind of like pinning the leg and actually walking your body through to close the legs up, because if those legs like stay wide, like it's so strong. Yeah, it's so strong.
It shows why at the highest level it's so important to have both loose passing and tight passing.
100%, yeah.
You can use the loose passing, create a reaction, and then get close where their flexibility maybe doesn't matter as much. It can be very tough to go around the outside of someone who's very comfortable at that range.
Yeah.
Now Lana dropping in towards the leg, she's kind of like a K-guard position to invert. This is probably, I would say, the best position of the match so far.
She has a dilemma then. Do you come up on the sweep when they defend the leg lock, or do you just take the hidden point and go for it again, let the person back on top and try again?
I think she's trying to, you know, play that dilemma right now. Like, she's not committed to either. But Hannah has managed to regain top position. But a beautiful little transition off towards the omoplata there from Fran.
And this is the thing with the K-guard. I really enjoy it because I feel like it's really easy to combine these upper and lower body attacks with the K-guard. So I think it's a really good strategy from Fran for sure.
It's nice seeing the contrast between the gi and the no-gi. Like back-to-back matches, you see how much more, I wouldn't even say it's more technical, but you tangle someone up in your position, and instead of them being able to counter you like no-gi, they have to undo the whole position first.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it happens at a different pace. There is a lot happening in this match, even though it looks relatively static. But there's so many grip changes, so many positional adjustments, and the tolerances when you're in the gi are so much less. If someone gets into a deep passing position, it is so much harder to escape from.
Yeah. Hannah's already respecting the grips a lot more. You can see she's addressing them a little bit sooner, trying a different posture, like lower posture strategy.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see Fran get some attacks here because she's controlling very well and obviously getting a feel for her opponent in the first round. But just a couple of little attacks, I feel like could steal the round for her right now.
Yeah.
She's coming up.
Here you see that Hannah's given up top position, which is interesting. It might be that she wants to work her own guard. She does have a very good triangle game. You can see she's attacking that straight away.
France. And here we go, the feet by the ears, right?
Yeah.
But France comes straight into like a leg drag position, which is nice, but...
Nice. Really nice there from Hannah. Switching back to the omoplata. If she can hook under the leg or the far side, that can be very problematic for the person on top. That's an interesting strategy as well. You've got 15 seconds left in the round. Do you award this now to Fran, who actually would have technically got the points if it was like an IBJJF match, or do you use it to Hannah, who's obviously had like the better position from this, even though she was on bottom?
It is a tricky one. I feel like you have to give it to Hannah.
Yeah, I mean, they have kind of changed up some of the scoring system within Polaris to not necessarily just be about submission attempts. You want to see the control as well, because that is very, very important, right? You can spam submission attempts, they're not real, and potentially win, even though you don't necessarily have good control over the person. So it's going to be interesting. We'll get to see what the judges feel in just a moment.
Yeah, sorry, go.
It was nice to see her go on the attack straight away as soon as she went to the bottom, because we saw with Fran, she was controlling, taking her time. As soon as Hannah hit the bottom, she's straight into an omoplata and threatening some attacks.
I think she maybe even set the grips up from when she was on top. So when the moment that Lana came on top, she was already into that omoplata position.
Winner of round number one, Francesca Lana.
Okay, so it's been given to Francesca, so she's one round up now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. You know, she was in control for the whole match. Now, going in for Hannah now, I would be pulling guard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I would be flying across that map towards my partner here.
Yeah.
Flying omoplata, incoming.
Exactly.
Will we see a double guard pull?
I think so.
So this fight is brought to you by Warrior, creators of the world's tastiest protein bar. Try Warrior Crunch today. Interesting tactic to be on that top position. I feel like a double pull would have been a better option for Hannah. She's really trying to drive through that knee slide, and she's actually stepped over the leg pretty well.
This is the best passing position she's had so far now.
Yeah.
It can get tiring as well, carrying the person's weight with your legs for 15 straight minutes. So maybe she's playing the long game by accepting the top position here.
Lana did a good job of recovering. She prevented that grip, the right hand of Hannah from advancing, and that just allowed her to reset the frames.
Yeah. I was going to say she did a really good job of framing as well.
I kind of, from a tactical standpoint, if I was Hannah, I would be dropping back to my guard, conceding the 2 points, because she was very threatening from there. And then potentially, if it does come down towards the end of the match, looking at regaining top position, like by off-balancing or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it may be there's 3 rounds. Maybe she's trying to tire out Fran.
Yeah.
And then in the 3rd round, she's going to come out and get her.
I mean, it did look like Fran was the more tired of the two as they were getting up off the ground.
Yeah.
If she could look to control her legs more somehow, put a bit more weight through the legs, break the grips a bit earlier, grab the pants. I know I haven't been training much in the gi myself the last few years, and if someone grabs my pants, it's so tiring. Carrying their weight with it.
Well, she's trying to step on that bicep to break the grip, but Lana just incredibly strong grips to maintain that. You can hear Jeff Lawson of that incredible throw to armbar fame that we always see in the Polaris clips. He's her coach, calling for Hannah to press the pace.
And you can see that kind of judo base in her. It's hard for Francesca to get any attacks off. She's just having to rely on control from here.
Yeah. We have a couple of other great fighters coming out of Jeff's gym later on the card. We've got Harry Fall, and then also Leo Lawson as well will be competing. Both really, really exciting competitors to watch.
I'd really like to see Fran kind of load this weight in a little bit more and kind of shoot it off in different directions in order to get some kind of inversions going.
Yeah, I think they've reset them standing now because there's no action happening. So this is something that the referees have been told to do, is to make sure that they're working and make sure that they're pushing the pace. Because at the end of the day, it is a show.
Oh, we have a double guard pull.
Yeah, and technically, I would have said that Hannah hit the deck first. Like, if this was points, and she comes on top, 2.
And straight away, she's on the attack again.
Yeah, you can see that Fran's trying to be straight into that omoplata position too.
I mean, like Hannah's, Hannah, she's got long legs, she's got the flexibility, she's obviously got the aggression. Like, I'm excited to see what she's going to pull from here. Because those attacks in the first round, fiery.
It seems like that knee at the moment is what's saving Lana, the knee between the two. So Vanessa, what do we be looking at for that to counter that knee position?
I would be wanting to actually go towards the opposite side and get Lana's currently holding on to the belt of Hannah.
So we'd be doing something that she's doing, trying to feed that leg over the top, or are we looking at shooting to the omoplata on the other side?
I would just feed, like she's doing now there. She's fed her leg through. That has now relieved the pant grip, and now she'll be able to sort of create some more distance, right?
Yeah. I think the other option that she has as well is utilizing the shin on shin, and then using that to like create the off balance, open up a little bit of space.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
the tactic of feeding your own foot into the hip.
Yeah, the off balances are key from here, and you're noticing both people with great control. But you need, as you said, something like a shin on shin, something to get the other person off balance, especially if they're a bit shorter. You need to get that off balance first before you attack.
Yeah, I mean, we often talk about Kazushi in terms of like the stand-up side of things, but it's just as important as when you're playing guard. Yeah. Like creating that little bit of off balance first can make your attack so much easier. Nice inversion from Hannah.
Mixing the guards together.
Yeah. She's definitely being the more aggressive in this second half.
Yeah.
Or the second round.
Yeah, really nice. The kiss of the dragon, but then Fran straight away blocked her head. Like, that was very quick. It was a very quick response, right?
Yeah, it was a fast kiss of the dragon as well. She might shoot reverse, shooting into that omoplata again.
Did I say kiss the dragon or kiss of the dragon?
Either one is absolutely fine, Vanessa.
Right? I don't know.
Personally, I don't like to kiss dragons, but what you do in your spare time is fine. Again, Fran trying to force her way through.
I have to think it's 1-1 at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I think Hannah most definitely should get that round. Whether the judges see it the same way, I do not know.
Again, it's her guard play. You know, she's got a very aggressive guard, and it just straight away sees her. It sees her as the aggressor, and Fran being on the back foot a little bit.
We actually have one of the judges right next to us, and he was giving me an interesting nod.
Winner of round number 2, Hannah Bendz.
I'd love it. Oh. Yeah, and he goes to Hannah, so we're into that third round. And I'm really excited to see this. It's been a great match so far. Really exciting back and forth action.
So who has the advantage here now? Hannah, after winning the most recent one, looks a bit less tired, or will Fran be able to adjust?
I mean, they're both looking pretty tired. Hannah's definitely taking some big, deep breaths. Oh, I think this is a bit of a mistake from Hannah to go to top position, though. I really like Fran to just turn up the pace a little bit.
The lasso can turn into a stalemate a lot of the time, where it's hard to pass, and the more you try, that's when you get caught up. That's when you get caught up in something.
I mean, sorry, I was just going to say, like, we want Fran to come up, right, and put some action. However, like, if I was Fran, I wouldn't want to come up unless I was in a good position. So, I actually would have sat down a little bit longer if I was Fran there, to begin to pass the legs over and get into like a stronger, like a leg drag position or something.
I mean, Hannah's really trying to get towards that omoplata. She has to be careful not to force it too much, because, like, she could give up, end up being like passing herself essentially.
I can't see if she's in a triangle or if she's got a double unders here.
Fran's burying her head. She did have the arm and the head like connected, but she was, Fran was doing a great job of just hiding her head so that Hannah couldn't get a good grip on it.
The triangle thread is there quite a bit.
Yeah.
A little off balance combined with it now to get that elbow away from the knee. That's all she needs to start to set it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, they've only got 90 seconds left in this overtime.
And, the difference with flexible guards as well, like, I think Fran was kind of using her elbow to kind of gain some sort of reaction from Hannah. Now, the problem with that is the leg just continues going, and there's no reaction to come up,
Yeah, absolutely.
to follow it up with.
Going under the legs is a nice little adjustment she could do to try and pass.
Yeah, it looks like it, but she's really struggling to get the hips elevated. Oh, it's almost into a triangle here for Hannah. Hannah's really like Fran's really holding on at this point, it looks like to me. Like she's got those 2 points, or like, you know, would have the 2 points, the sweep we'll call it. Trying to elevate the hip. And again, this is one of the problems when you get flexible people. It's very difficult to get that hip off the ground.
We haven't seen much connection to other guards in this match. It's a lot of each competitor imposing the guard they want, whether it's lasso, spider guard. But I feel like switching off to De La Hiva and going back, switching to shin on shin and going back, it just adds so much for the top player to think about.
Yeah, more diversity, right, in their attacks. Like, Hannah could just shoot into a very nice De La Hiva position here, right?
Yeah.
And that would create something different, particularly as Fran's on that knee. She could, you know, start to sweep or whatever. Fran trying to pick up the pace. There's only 15 seconds left. It's so hard when you're tired, though, to do anything.
That unpredictability, I find, is very tiring as well. You're constantly under threat. You're constantly getting new positions and attacks you don't see coming.
Yeah.
Very close match.
That's a very
super close match.
Let's see some replays. Yeah, here. The lovely kiss of the dragon.
Yeah, I think Hannah was trying to use that flexibility, right, to bait her to drive through a little bit more and then set up the triangle.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards, and they see it for your winner, Hannah Bendz.
Yeah, that was a tough one for the judges to call, but well done, Hannah. It was a really good match.
Yeah, really interesting match. I think just that little bit more aggressiveness, being willing to continue the attacks, probably what won it for her.
Yeah.
When you fight for a position and you've cleared that position, you shout the word reorg. And you all come together in all-round defence. No matter what's just happened, like good or bad, you move forward with a positive mindset.
Reorg to me is about belonging and helping people that are in a bad place to get to a better place through shared hardship, you know, on the mats and off the mats.
And that was it for me. That was like, that's it. Reorg. We're going to come together and we're going to move forward using jiu-jitsu to a better place.
Passing on, I think, knowledge and experience to people that need it, and helping as many people as we can.
So our next match features Henry Pike versus CJ Smith.
Let's welcome, fighting out the blue corner, Henry Pike.
So Henry Pike, 42 years old, training at VSBJJ and Gym 01. Had a pretty crazy match on the last time he was on Polaris. Was dominating the whole match up until the last 5 seconds. And then his opponent managed to turn it around.
And now let's welcome fighting at the red corner, C.J. Smith.
C.J. Smith, been 8 years brown belt, trains out of Legacy Jiu-Jitsu, based out of Bournemouth and Christchurch.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 80 kilos, representing VSBJJ from the United Kingdom. Let's welcome Henry Pike. And now let's welcome his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet tall, official weight 80 kilos, representing Legacy Jiu-Jitsu from the United Kingdom. Introducing C.J. Smith.
Oh, nice foot sweep attempt there by Henry.
Straight to business from Henry.
Yeah.
Henry seems to have a bit more experience as well. CJ has been winning some local competitions throughout the years, but Henry's been on Polaris before. He's done, seems like, a bit more competitions. We'll see, can he use that experience?
Yeah, just a little bit older as well, you know, more time in the game, and it does actually matter.
Yeah, age and wisdom is a thing.
That's what I keep telling myself in this.
He seems to have a more clear plan coming out as well.
He's also a dad, so he's got dad strength. Is that a thing?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
I know that because he's got a dad jiu-jitsu podcast. Rash guard on.
Yeah, it seems like he's trying to use that collar tie, that slide by and then foot sweep. Nice attempt at the blast double, though.
Very nice.
Oh, beautiful little single. And step over as well. Looks like he's got the Kimura grip.
Yeah, I mean, CJ tried to counter with that Kimura trap, but then Henry just a little bit too savvy and managed to spin around and unravel the grip.
There's a nice little sequence there from Henry.
CJ looking active on the bottom already. I wonder why he didn't just pull guard. He seems much more comfortable on the bottom in the 5 seconds he's been here.
I don't know. I feel like people have guard pulling has got a bit of a bad rep in the last few years, unnecessarily, and people want to play around with the wrestling a little bit more.
I think it's just getting straight to the action is what everyone wants to see, especially with the 5-minute rounds. You don't want to waste time.
No, he's using this kind of Z-guard game of Craig Jones, threatening that the shotgun armbar or vinyl armbar, and then also trying to tangle up those legs.
Oh,
nice attempt to the Kimura trap again.
And another counter.
Yeah. Oh, a little bit of a thigh drag duck under there from Henry. So Polaris is sponsored by Venom, the biggest brand in combat sports. Beautiful little pass by Henry.
Back in the guard for CJ. It'd be nice to see him add in some leg attacks with the arm attacks.
Yeah, it's interesting because he is setting himself up to do it, but he's almost like not committing to going underneath and getting the full entanglements.
Because just going for one over the other, it gets a little bit predictive. Yeah. But if you're constantly worried, if I pull my arm away, my leg is there. If I sprawl my leg back, my arm is there. It's a nice dilemma that works.
Yeah, it looked like Henry was attempting a bit of an steamer lock there for a moment.
It can be a tricky round to score as well. Obviously, Henry wants to be on top. He put CJ on the bottom, but CJ's doing a little bit more work from here.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've had a couple of passes from Henry.
That's true.
And, you know, he has been definitely kind of pushing the pace, I'd say, a little bit more on top.
I'd like to see Henry get his knee through a little bit more to crush the legs down. I mean, CJ's, looks like he's got very long legs. It's going to be hard, but...
Yeah, he really is just kind of attaching to that upper body here, trying to hip high styler to carry tone in. But again, beautiful work by Henry just to counter it. Has the high elbow position, but can't maintain it.
He's actually having the most success when CJ goes for a submission on him.
Yeah.
He's countered a couple of Kimuras. Now he lands in side control after a guillotine.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to set up his own potentially Kimura or armbar, but can't get CJ on his side.
He's not making the most of the pins, whether it be side control or mount. It'd be nice to see him get a solid crossface, pin CJ on the bottom, and then attack from there.
Yeah. It's really interesting because CJ does look like he would want to entangle the legs, but just isn't going for them at all.
Armbar opportunity here.
Yeah, very old school.
No, just slipped out. And he's got it again. Yes. Oh, I thought he tapped.
I thought he tapped as well.
Oh my goodness.
He's keeping moving.
I think he's okay.
Oh.
Keep moving.
My goodness.
Oh no.
As long as he keeps moving, that's the key.
Oh my goodness.
He's not stopping, But man, that looked tight.
This is a battle of submission defense.
And he's looking at getting on the back as well.
We have 30 seconds left of this round.
How much energy did Henry use in that armbar?
And will he be having flashbacks of the last Polaris match?
No.
I think he's trying to just ride out the time now.
20 seconds left.
Wow, I mean, how do you score this this round? Obviously, I mean, I think Henry got that very tight armbar, but has lost position.
I mean, if we're going by submission, it's got to be.
CJ's throwing in his own armbar attack now.
Does he have time?
And again, he's got like, that's a good position. He's trying to get that grip break.
That's crazy.
And he had nice control there. You saw when Henry went for it, he didn't have his legs set. Tiring round for the two.
Yeah, very much so. Man, that looked like it was a tight armbar.
I mean, just over and over. He was just following that that little finger, just constantly putting that pressure on. But yeah, as you say, CJ had his own armbar, but it just wasn't quite there.
He just took a little bit too long to kind of set it up, right?
And when they put their hands together, when they connect their hands to defend, that's when you want to upgrade your control across your feet.
Yeah.
Then you get so much more leverage to break the armbar.
Yeah. He just needed to be a bit more violent at the end.
Winner of round number 1, Henry Pike.
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, I think that's a fair decision. He had that very tight armbar, and it was his movement that did give up the back.
Yeah. I mean, you can also see why CJ at the beginning wasn't going for his attacks, because, like you were saying, like Henry countered those attacks so well. He must have, been able to feel the danger.
Yeah, I mean,
which is a thing.
Yeah, he's back in the back into his guard again. It was a bit more of an aggressive guard pull, I would say. It was a failed shot into it.
Much more positive second round already.
Yeah, he might have just needed to get that kind of, a burn off the cobwebs type thing, get the feel for the match.
Burn off the cobwebs.
Yeah,
it's a very violent way to get rid of cobwebs.
I don't want the spiders to come back.
If my students ever ask me about game plan or something for a match, I always just tell them, have the first move that you want to do in your head and do it straight away. The rest of it you'll figure out.
Yeah.
It's so true, because then your opponent is on the back foot.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice
totally
attempt
agree.
to the guard pass there from Henry. Trying to isolate those legs, but CJ's gone in that Kimura grip again. Man, he's very confident in this grip.
They're both looking more confident in this round after feeling each other out a bit in the first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's quite a donkey guard.
No, it's not quite. It's a double arm in donkey guard.
Donkey guard. Donkey guard.
Yeah. a little steamer lock on the end there.
Henry putting much more pressure on the pass here. He just needs to find a way to get past that knee shield. Threaten going knee slide, and also at the same time using your elbow to clear the knee.
Yeah, nice little slice. Forcing CJ to react, and almost into that back step into the inside Sankaku.
Now he has the pass here.
Yeah, that was a beautiful little sequence, right? Connected those three things together.
Much better pinning position. And will we see CJ risking to try and get out quickly, or will he accept the pass?
He's done a pretty good job of recovering most of the time, although now he is obviously a lot later in the match, so fatigue's going to play a part. Using this head and arm position, even if you're not going to get the submission, it's not very comfortable. It's going to be cutting off the circulation and breathing. It's only going to help him later down the line.
It doesn't look like there's much defense here going on.
Yeah, it's not looking good for CJ.
Yeah.
He's not even on the phone. He's not even making a phone call.
He's not even phoning a friend.
He's not even phoning a friend, yeah. Maybe he's asking the audience.
Sometimes it's worth using that little extra bit of energy straight away just to get your elbow back, and then you can chill in a safer position than this.
Yeah. He
needs to be moving his legs side to side, little tiny, like hip bumps, kipping type escapes, just to keep Henry uncomfortable on top, maybe make him base out and release the grip.
Yeah, I think Henry looked like he's trying to squeeze a little bit there, but he's also, pretty comfortable in this position. I would say he's up in this round.
I actually thought he was going to go for, the like Americana type lock from that position as he grabbed the hand, but...
Yeah, he's sliding off to the side.
Now here, I think this is a tighter position, right?
Yes.
Than the mount.
I'd like beautiful back roll there.
And these escapes from CJ.
Yeah.
Like the escape from the armbar, and then he is a tough guy.
Using that rear naked choke grip with the arm triangle, though, I feel like you waste a lot of your pressure on the back of the neck.
Yeah.
You're better off hand to hand. You can spread out your base and just drive straight into their neck.
Yeah. If I'm using the help me.
The rear naked choke
the rear
grip.
naked choke grip. Thank you. I usually actually sit through and really lift the head up, and that's how I.
It's more painful for sure, but I don't know if you'll choke the other person unconscious with it.
Yeah.
CJ trying the arm drag. Classic old school butterfly guard.
This is his chance to turn the round around again in the last minute.
Yeah, I mean, Henry's doing a good job of staying heavy on those hips, not giving CJ a lot of opportunities.
He's missing attempting getting his hips underneath, because the half butterfly, that's kind of the main move. Use the half butterfly. The whole point is that you can get your hips underneath, and having that threat opens up a lot of the other stuff.
Yeah, like I said, it's really interesting because he does seem to be setting himself into the positions and then just not doing the next bit, right? Again, 30 seconds left. CJ needs to, really needs to press the action if he wants to, get that third round, really.
And did Henry learn his lesson from the first round? He kind of got away with it in the first round in a way.
I wonder how much that's going through his brain at the moment, right? Like,
Here we go from CJ.
Yeah, trying to slide into that leg much better.
Again, just leaving it a little bit too late in the round.
Yeah.
Much better.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah. So they're going to go to that final judge's decision.
Good performance from Henry. Some nice adjustments in the second round. He was more comfortable going chest to chest and putting a bit more passing pressure. I think after feeling and also getting away with the threat from CJ in the first round.
Yeah, it's a nice back roll escape from CJ to get out of that arm triangle because this is a tight position.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards, and they see it for your winner, Henry Pike.
Really great match.
Yeah, fun match. Very solid performance from Henry. So our next match features Neal Klimek out of Pure Jiu-Jitsu versus Lawson from Ippon Gym.
Let's welcome fighting in the blue corner, Neal Klimek.
So Neal Klimek fighting out Pure Jiu-Jitsu. IS Fernandez, his gym, who we'll actually see in his corner. He'll be fighting a little bit later on the card versus Gibson. Only training around 4 years, but is already a purple belt.
Let's welcome fighting in the red corner, Lawson.
So Lawson, only 18 years old, but yet has 14 years of experience training out of his dad's gym, Jeff Lawson's Ippon, down the road in Bournemouth.
That's as long as I've been training.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight 79.5 kilos. Representing Pure Jiu-Jitsu from the United Kingdom, let's welcome Neal Klimek. And now let's welcome his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, official weight 81.5 kilos. Representing Ippon Gym from the United Kingdom, introducing Lawson.
So Polaris is sponsored by Pineapple. If you wanted to get into crypto but found it complicated, Pineapple makes it simple. You can buy, trade, discover projects early, all in one place. Visit pineappledex.com to find out more.
Now, this is an interesting start because I was expecting some judo play from
Same as
these
me.
lads.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Arya's known for some excellent takedowns, heavy top pressure, good, strong judo. So it's not surprising that Lido decided to go and play like his guard game. Again, Leo is somebody I was training a little bit with at the Scramble Camp. Very solid guard, very good jiu-jitsu. We've seen that in his previous experiences on Polaris as well.
It's a good strategy getting straight into the guard from here. He's already setting up a nice X-guard position, and he looks to be threatening a triangle as well. Yeah,
it's the same kind of tactic that we saw from Hannaj, using that kind of K position, X position to attack the omoplatas and triangles. And he's in a solid position here.
Yeah, he just needs to get that hand behind him towards the other hip.
Yeah, trying to trade off. Oh, beautiful little adjustment to come on top.
Very nice.
Might switch into
very
a
heavy.
He can lock this inverted triangle from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, goes back to the omoplata.
Beautiful combination. Really nice.
And he's on the arm. Look like got the tap already.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just a...
The more he brings his head under the legs,
yeah,
can start to tighten up the triangle.
He's got this violin armbar position.
I feel like it's not straight though. The arm isn't straight.
Yeah, he might be bending it a little bit.
Yeah.
He's not really applying tons of pressure to it.
It seems like Neal felt the worst of it. Oh, and
I
here we
was
go.
actually about to say he should switch it over to the triangle now.
That's it.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That was insane.
We're going to hear the crowd deafening in here.
I knew he was looking for the triangle early on because he had the X-guard, but he wasn't fully going into it straight away. He wanted him to, he wanted to use the X-guard as bait and then pop back for the triangle.
Yeah, he saw it here, and then he's just connecting omoplatas and triangles. There's a lovely little hip adjustment where he threw the leg wide, dropped underneath and scooped up the head. Almost got that sweep, but then rolls back through once he captures it. And then, yeah, just beautiful adjustments to set it up and get the finish.
It's always tough in the gi when the other person gets straight into their game. The match has just started and you were already defending 4, 5, 6 attacks.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by tap out due to a triangle, Lawson.
great performances from the very young lads, 18 and 20. Feel old up here.
So in our next match, we have Jay Butler, representing Team CFS, versus Gavin Stewart from 10th Planet Banbury.
Let's welcome, fighting in the blue corner, Jay Butler.
So Jay Butler, 20 years experience in the competitive scene, a very, very long time. Fought on Polaris 6, Polaris 8, picking up a win and a loss.
And now let's welcome, fight in the red corner, Gavin Stewart.
His opponent, Gavin Stewart. Again, two-time veteran of Polaris, picking up 1 win and 1 loss. That win was that 5 seconds finish that he got versus Henry Pike.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight 72.7 kilos, representing Team CFS. From the United Kingdom, let's welcome Jay Butler. And now let's welcome his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight 73 kilos, representing 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu Banbury. From the United Kingdom, Gavin Stewart.
So Polaris is sponsored by the UK BJJA, the national governing body for UK BJJ, and driving progress and opportunities in all areas of Jiu-Jitsu. So Jay Butler is pretty well known, very aggressive leg locking game. It's going to be interesting to see how he pairs up with that kind of 10th Planet approach that Gavin has. You see Jay's on it fast.
Jay was saying to me backstage that he wants this to be like his last big match, his last big competition, let's say. And he was looking to come out, have fun, and get straight to his moves by the looks of it.
I mean, I'm just glad they're back in the centre because my heart was going for Chelsea towards the edge of the stage.
Yeah. I mean, she said she was ready to wrangle some people. She's got her hand strapped up just in case.
Jay was doing a nice job threatening the legs there.
Yeah, it's very different to what we saw in our previous match with CJ, right? He was threatening, pressing on the upper body to expose the lower body. And it was very quick on that leg entry when he did get the opportunity.
I'd like to see him pull guard again. He's having success from there.
Yeah, it's surprising that almost jumping into guard for Gavin.
I feel like the first guard pull that he used was, he's
finishing fast. Yeah, from a knee bar, I think.
I mean, that's kind of the same thing that happened, isn't it? That was so quick, I didn't even see what it was.
Yeah, I think as Gavin went to try and build his base up on top, Jay latched onto the leg and got the knee bar.
It seems like he had a pretty good plan going into that. He used the same position 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, this is the first attempt here.
Yeah, doesn't quite have the right position here. It was almost like he's trying to drive through that knee. Then here, as Gavin came up.
It's a nice combination going for that outside heel hook. When they spin, it's a very predictable reaction. You can switch off to that knee bar. The Husamar Palhara special back in the day.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by tap out due to a knee bar, Butler.
Yeah, if this is the last match, this is a nice way to go out, right? Finishing on a real high, very, very quick submission.
In the gi, you leave your belt on the mat. What do you do, no gi?
I don't know, spats?
I hope not.
No, guys, let's not start that as a thing.
Knee pads.
Yeah.
Pineapple Exchange, the easiest place to discover hot new crypto projects, launch your own, and trade, all in one place. Pineapple Exchange presents Motion Dev. Imagine getting paid to roll. Motion Dev rewards your movement. Earn MDev tokens every time you train. Your data, your way.
So our next match features Max Armstrong versus Alexis Ioannou.
Let's welcome fighting in the blue corner, Max Armstrong.
So Max Armstrong's fighting out of Roger Gracie Academy, Bristol, putting together a lot of very good high-level jiu-jitsu players at the moment. Been training around about 8 years, currently a brown belt. Picked up 4 British Championship titles in that time.
And now let's welcome fighting of the red corner, Alexis Ioannou.
Well, Alexis Ioannou, someone that I've actually seen a number of times compete. Very exciting jiu-jitsu player. Been training 12 years. So the majority of his life at this point. Still only a brown belt.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 82 kilos. Representing Roger Gracie Bristol from the United Kingdom, let's welcome Max Armstrong. And now let's welcome his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 81.8 kilos. Representing Equilibrium BJJ from Cyprus, Alexis Ioannou.
So Polaris is sponsored by Reorg. Reorg work with retired military, police and emergency service personnel suffering from PTSD by introducing them to Jiu-Jitsu. For more information, visit reorgcharity.com.
Fast-paced match already.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a heavy chest sprawl.
Armstrong is a good name for the cardio as well. So hopefully they can keep a solid pace up now over the next few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, Alexis is somebody who actually I think he started with Dan Strauss, who we'll be hearing later on the comms team, like many years ago.
I'm really liking this grip that Max is using from the bottom here, controlling the foot of the far leg in the half guard. It makes it really hard to sprawl when you're on top, and it kind of connects you to them. You can get underneath very easy.
Yeah, you can see Alexis is really trying to pull up on that grip to break it.
He's respecting it a lot, and see it helps Max attach to him and invert a lot easier then.
Yeah, it's almost like a reverse of how you'd normally set up the half guard grips, right? You're attacking the leg first before you get deep underneath the person.
The leg he wants as well is the one that he has a half butterfly on. But when you grip the far foot, it puts all their weight on the far leg, so it lets you enter and attack that near leg a lot easier. It seems like it's only a matter of time before he gets it. Hopefully he keeps spamming it now, because it definitely looks like it's on.
Yeah, you can see him starting to elevate those hips up a little bit. What's Alexis got to do from this position then to start to counter this, Tom?
He's actually started to do it already. He needs to get his far foot, his free foot, his left foot in this case, into that inside position to start to pin Max's hips. Because while his hips are free here and he has the inside position, he's much more nimble to like elevate, twist and turn and put him in the saddle and attack the legs.
I mean, there's some real flexibility going on here with Max, and it's something that I've noticed about his guard. It is crazy, and the thing is, he's really well-rounded, Max. Now, he's got really good wrestling, really good guard. So I'm really interested to see how this goes.
It's nice sticky guard work so far. It's nice that you don't have to just go for an attack from the outside, and if it misses, you go back to the start. He's just attaching, and bit by bit, he's creeping towards it. It kind of looks like he doesn't want to do too much too soon as well. He doesn't want to give the game away.
Yeah, Alexis is doing a nice job with that head positioning, though. It's going to make it really challenging for Max to get underneath.
Yeah.
It's also Max now has the underhook, but he'd managed to crush that frame down, which was giving him a problem as well, and allowing Max, that space to continue to get underneath him.
This guillotine is tempting from the top, but it's a trap.
Interesting. It looks like they've been stood up because there's not enough action happening, which actually I don't mind as a decision because,
absolutely.
If you enter a position like that, you should be attacking, trying to use it, not just waiting for your partner to counter.
It's a shame for Max, to be honest, because he had a good attacking position there.
Yeah.
He just didn't want to lose it, I suppose. He's
I think
comfortable there.
Yeah, I mean, also I think Alexis he's very physical. Like you can already tell, you know, he's very physical, very athletic. So it wouldn't surprise me, and so is Max. But it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, he wants to preserve a little bit of energy at the, you know, certainly at the start of the match.
Max is back in his position again now.
Yeah. Surprised, yeah, I was going to suggest that maybe Alexis starts switching to more like an outside passing game rather than just trying to pressure heavily through. You know, he is a very, very athletic dude, so like he can start doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was just going to predict a cartwheel pass there, but I was sad to not see it, but it's okay.
Yeah, Alexis sat towards the legs. You know, obviously unafraid to start his own entanglements, and now he's trying to use it to go towards the back, using the inside position like the bear trap.
I'm impressed with Max's guard work. Nice and relaxed, nice and sticky. Not too worried about his own legs and using it to try and counter.
There's that cartwheel. But like, you know what I mean? Like the moment right now, it's kind of Alexis doing a lot of the work, right? He's the one who's, you know, he fell back on that leg. He's trying to attach again to this position, whereas Max is just playing half guard, half butterfly, and then trying to incrementally work to the positions, but he's not really able to get very far.
It's good that he realized that the strategy he did have wasn't really working. Yeah. He was just sitting there in Max's half butterfly, defending more than anything.
Yeah, Alexis now going on his own footlock.
Max staying nice and calm.
Yeah, he's trying to invert around. It's only about 15 seconds left.
Oh,
very nice.
Close back take.
He needs to like really push the pace if he wants to get this.
Up to the leg drag.
There's no point waiting it right now. You've got like a couple of seconds left in the match. Like you want to put a stamp on it.
Yeah. That's a really nice connection to have with the leg locks as well. When the hip is available, just sit up, reach for the hips. Worst case scenario, you come on top, you have a leg drag chance, or you can get to the back.
Yeah. This is going to be the cartwheel pass, isn't it? Everybody loves a cartwheel pass.
You only live once, Tom.
You do, yeah. Again, he did a good job. Alexis stayed relatively calm, just hid the inside space. There he looked like he tried to step over towards the kind of knee bar inside Shamarkou position.
I think in the second round we'll see Alexis try pass on the outside more, tire out Max a little bit. A lot of leg lockers, they're very comfortable when they're sitting in their
winner
positions.
Winner of round number 1, Alexis Ioannou.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it, right? You want to take someone out of their rhythm and out of their game. Like at the moment, Max seems to be playing that more kind of slow, steady pace. Whereas Alexis, you know, if he starts to push the pace, make him work a little bit harder, keep him recovering, making him uncomfortable, then he could jump ahead.
Yeah.
So actually, Alexis took that decision.
Yeah, I think that's a fair decision. You know, he was doing more. Like he was falling back on the legs. The only reason that Max got to that inversion was because of Alexis' initial attack.
So Max changing his strategy here, standing up and ducking
very
under.
Nice.
That was very nice.
Yeah, it was a beautiful little duck under.
If he can get towards the weight towards the hips now, he's possibly got this pass. Doing a really good job of keeping his body small so Alexis can't come in and get a back take of his own.
Nice re-inversion though from Alexis, entangling up that leg. It doesn't quite have the control yet.
Max staying calm, defending this. That looked like a much better opportunity for Alexis there.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, Max was a beautiful duck under there. Just dropping his head underneath that arm to come towards the back. But it shows like he could be like moving a lot quicker, right? Being more dynamic in his attacks.
Yeah. I mean, this is what I saw Max compete against Franck Takoudjou, who I've got on in a few fights' time. And he wrestled with him really well. And like I say, he's a very well-rounded fighter.
That was a really nice little re-inversion there from Alexis. Kind of used the false sweep against Max to try to set up in his own leg entanglement.
Very nice counter. And that's one of the best ways to do with the false sweep. Don't let the person get set up comfortable in their position. As soon as the leg comes across, just try counter, whether it's to the leg or towards the back straight away.
It's interesting how Alexis is staying in this kind of half turtle position, and then he's looking towards the legs to try and catch them, I think. We saw it right at the start of the match.
Would you be looking at a crucifix setup maybe here, Tom?
I love a crucifix setup. Who doesn't love a crucifix setup?
Max so far seems like he's pouncing on the back any chance he gets. So he might be waiting until Alexis tries to move a little bit, follow him, try to get the hooks in and attack the choke. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm surprised. He's also, it looks like he's fed off towards a guillotine position, like an arm in guillotine position. They're just forced to abandon, but now Alexis is on the leg, going for that double outside Ashi.
Max needs to curl this leg back and crush these legs down.
Yeah, I mean, this is a much better round so far for Max. But Alexis, again, trying to go towards the leg, giving up the back position.
Yeah.
And on to the back here.
Rear naked choke from Max.
Very nice. Straight onto the choke.
Yeah, Alexis really doesn't look like he's trying to defend this position that much.
This is going to be finished.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not utilizing his arms more to do anything, right?
I mean, this is a jaw-crushing rear naked choke for sure.
Don't start squeezing until you're ready, but once you do start, don't stop. That's the key. Unless they tap, obviously.
Alexis trying to pass the arm over the top.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd want to bring the head over to the other side right now because Alexis is going to start growing taller and Max will end up losing the back position.
Yeah, you could have that. What's the Scottish twister? The setup comes from a very similar position to this, right?
It looks like he's going to come up to mount, maybe.
Interesting choice for Max. I thought he would try to stay on the back a little bit more.
Yeah, he's got 2 minutes, like 1 minute. Well, he had 2 minutes left of the round, and he could have stayed there and spammed attacks, right?
Definitely an uncomfortable position for Alexis, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a good job of kind of freeing up those legs. Forced to give up mount momentarily, but spins out. That's that athleticism coming into play.
Yeah.
And he has a minute to work now as well.
Does he accept that he's lost this round, or does he try and make a big comeback in the next minute?
It's interesting. I think that really depends on the person. You know, Max has broken his posture. Alexis does look like he has slowed down a little bit, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the strategy could be, okay, let me breathe for the next minute.
For the third round.
No, he's just kind of cross-facing. You know, that's going to make it a little bit more challenging for Max to breathe, obviously. It looks like he's inverting towards the armbar again.
Yeah.
30 seconds. You can see Alexis sprawling heavily on that hip. And then recentering back to guard.
Max taking a breather as well. It can be tiring holding on to body triangle, hand fighting from the back.
10 seconds left.
Alexis trying to push the pace for those last 10 seconds. Gets the, it's close to passing too.
Very nice passing attempt. And he can take that into the final round if there is one now, knowing that style of guard pass will work.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, that was a tough round for Alexis, right? It did not go his way in the slightest.
That was a beautiful little...
Winner of round number 2, Max Armstrong.
So Max takes the second round.
Yeah.
And it's all to play for.
No outside foot position. Let's go, straight forward. Straight forward, let's go. Forward pressure, Expose that back again, let's go. 3 minutes to work, Max has got to be constant initiation.
Guard pull from Alexis.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Max has done a pretty decent job so far of passing his guard.
Yeah.
But then he also had those excellent duck unders at the start too.
This is true. And it's really hard, you know, when you have a well-rounded player, where do you go?
Yeah. Alexis doing a good job of being in on the arm this time, though.
Good opportunity here.
Yeah. You know his coach calling for a toe hold.
Yeah, Max sitting heavy on the Kimura.
Yeah.
He's just getting this elbow out. I think he's just trying to work to get this elbow out, which he nearly has.
Yeah, Alexis doing a good job of sticking to it. Doesn't have great positioning now with the legs.
His legs are kind of tangled up in a way he doesn't want
Yeah,
to.
he does have this kind of K armbar position now, which can be very tricky to extract your arms from.
Still dangerous here for Max.
Yeah, this is not a great position for Max. You can see the leg positioning from Alexis is very tight. with that shin next to the neck, it can be, it changes the angle of the way that you can pull out you have to pull out your elbow.
I think I'd be around the other side, actually, if I was Max. I mean, he put his shin sort of towards the head.
He's got the arm straight, I think, or it's very close to being.
It's very close, yeah. But if he is to pin Alexis's hips, then he'd be able to slowly cinch it out. But he's managed to get out now.
Now Alexis has dived on that leg again. That was a nice connection from Alexis.
Very nice.
I feel like he still needs to continue that attack, though. He doesn't want to wait too long for Max to kind of unentangle himself.
Yeah, your grips are always better, like closer to when you get them. They get worse over time.
Yeah. Now Max trying to set up his own leg entanglement. Looks like he's trying to kind of false sweep from the top and then it slide through.
Very cool false sweep attempt.
Yeah.
It's so valuable having those moves that work in like 360 degrees of motion. It works bottom, top, scramble. Those kind of moves, if you get good at one, you kind of get good at 5 or 6.
From everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Again, you can see him trying to reach through for that false sweep grip. But Alexis staying very heavy on top. Now Max really needs to work. He's got 35 seconds. You know, a large portion of this round was in that armbar position. And, although Alexis didn't quite get it, it was momentarily straight and it really forced Max to defend.
Yeah, Max needs a tight submission attempt, right, in order to win this round.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely needs something to happen here. Alexis can almost kind of ride this out a little bit, like hang out in this position.
Max needs to start scooping the leg quick.
Yeah.
10 seconds left. Not likely.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to get to his own armbar position, but Alexis just staying very heavy, sprawling those hips down, framing against the neck.
Very fun match. A lot of nice exchanges there.
Yeah. A really close match. Let's see some replays. So here we have Alexis in this armbar. Max managed to pull out, which is fantastic. And let's throw it to the judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards, and they see it for your winner, Alexis Ioannou.
Really great match and tight match.
Some close submission attempts for both people, actually.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that hurt when you lose and you have so many chances to win.
Black implies white. Self implies other. Life implies death, or shall I say, death implies life. You can feel yourself. Not as a stranger in the world, not as something here on probation, not as something that has arrived here by fluke, but you can begin to feel your own existence as absolutely fundamental.
So our next match features Robert Diserens fighting out of Elements, BJJ, and Chris Leyendecker from Arya, UK.
let's welcome fighting the blue corner, Robert Diserens.
So training around 10 years, currently a brown belt out of elements. Nicknamed Four Fingers, and I believe he has some special guillotine, which is the four-finger guillotine. Maybe we'll get to see that.
Why would you use 4 instead of 5?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
We may find out, yeah.
You'd have to have an extra hand.
And now let's welcome fighting the red corner, Chris Leyendecker.
So Chris Leyendecker, he's been on a lot of competitions recently. Actually has a super exciting style of jiu-jitsu. Very fluid movement, very submission heavy. Only training around 4.5 years. But again, super dynamic, really, really fun to watch as well.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, official weight 77.6 kilos. Representing elements from the United Kingdom, let's welcome Robert Diserens. And now let's welcome fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 77.9 kilos. Representing Polaris, UK, from Belgium by way of the United Kingdom. Introducing Chris Leyendecker.
So apparently these two have actually trained together a number of times. Oh, we see them trying to set up that front headlock.
How many fingers did he use?
It's interesting, it's a very heavy battle for like the underhooks from the start.
Trying to gain head position here.
Yeah, working off that head and arm is Robert.
Having trained together before as well, does that make the match like more aggressive, less aggressive, more exciting?
I don't know. I mean, I think that really depends on the person again.
Yeah.
Right?
You probably know a bit more about the other person's good moves, so you're a bit more cautious at the same time.
Yeah, Chris has set up this this 2-on-1 position here, which is very nice. I mean, for Chris, he's only been training 4.5 years, right? So if it was a couple of years ago, I'm sure his game's completely changed in that period of time. You know, there's a big kind of learning curve right at the start of jiu-jitsu where you just learn so much and your game changes so much. Versus, you know, Robert's been training 10 years. It's probably going to be more similar.
I'd like to see them use these collar ties to achieve something else, if you know what I mean, instead of just pulling on the collar tie. Oh, and here we go, straight into the legs.
Yeah, beautiful position as well. He secured that secondary leg.
Very nice entry. He needs to not forget about the trap leg at the same time, though. Some people can sneak that trap leg out with that kind of 10th planet style escape.
You can see him trying to do that now. Like Robert's trying to pull that shin over the top of Chris's.
He needs to address that. Yeah, here we go now.
Still working on the straight foot lock.
It's a risky one. Do you want to waste energy on like a lower percentage move? You might get it, but really you should be looking to advance his control. Well, and now he seems to be out.
Yeah, Chris abandoning that, knew that it wasn't quite on.
It's the big dilemma in the saddle. How do you keep control of the free leg, but also start to attack the trap leg? That's why you see a lot of people passing the leg across, so you kind of get a bit of both at the same time.
What you want now, Robbie? Let's go, mate. What you want? Yes, this is where you want to be.
So Polaris is sponsored by Scramble, jiu-jitsu clothing and equipment since 2009. Check out their brand new Bad Hand collaboration range on sale now.
Robert seems to be a bit more cautious now after the scare with the saddle. Chris trying to bring his weight on top of him. That's where you get a lot of your nice entries, when you can bring the person's weight on top of your hooks and you can start to manipulate their body weight, spin under them, and enter from there.
Yeah, it looks like he's using that half butterfly again.
And that far side arm drag grip, he was teasing it a second ago, but that's actually one of the best grips you can use.
You were just talking about that earlier, weren't you, Tom? Attacking the upper body, the arms, and then using that to come underneath.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I thought exactly the same thing. I thought he was going to do the same.
Yeah, nice pass attempt there, though, from Robert. Just as Chris was resetting, dropped in. Almost got past, does it again.
Some good upper body control here.
Yeah. See Chris just framing away. And Robert trying to step over those knees and get into that inside space.
I'd want to see Robert climb up a little bit higher to take some of the power out of Chris's legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, against the half butterfly, the underhooks work a lot better. If you're using the crossface, it's very powerful, but if they slip your arm up above, all of a sudden they have a really good butterfly position that they can attack from. Much better pass attempt that time, though, from Robert.
Yeah, he's really forcing Chris to kind of recover these positions rather than being offensive with them.
He's having a lot more success when he picks up the pace. I don't know why he's still being a bit cautious. The few times he's accelerated a bit, he's had good success with it. Here we go again.
But now he's into that butterfly guard that you were talking about.
Yes.
But it seems like Chris has kind of gone into a more defensive role now, right? He's not being aggressive with the attacks because he's having to work against this barrage of passes from Robert. So if Robert can stay disciplined, it's going to be a good tactic for him.
Now he's using the normal half guard or the knee shield instead of the half butterfly.
Yeah.
Bit less threat for Robert. You see him opening up a lot more, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't quite beat that knee shield.
Yeah.
But he did a good job of kind of attaching to the upper torso. And you see Chris trying to shoot through. Oh, he's gone into the single leg X and accidentally almost gets the inside Sankaku.
Nice. Very good round, but definitely a bit more tiring for Chris, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always interesting to look back at the people in their corners and see how they're reacting to what's going on. And Robert looks pretty chill, in all honesty. He doesn't seem to be breathing super heavy.
He has a nice, efficient game by the looks of it. He's just keeping his balance, stepping in to pass, looking for a good crossface.
Yeah.
On the bottom, you can get those quicker entries, quicker wins, but it takes a lot more energy to be pulling the person's weight back and forth on top of you.
Yeah, and if you're using, if you're having to defend that guard all the time, it's taxing on your core as well. And your core is heavily related to your breathing.
Round number 1 goes to Chris Leyendecker.
Interesting. They've given it to Chris. This is why I do commentary and not judging, I think.
Chris looked like he's fighting for the double unders there, or the... some heavy collar ties.
That's interesting. How do you think that's going to change up Robert's game?
He seems to be sticking with the plan for now. He's being a bit more proactive, I would say, in the stand-up. The collar ties he is using. Oh. And now they're back down. Yeah, so already you can see he's a bit more comfortable with the leg attacks, putting his weight on top of Chris and trying to get past. He's having great success when he can get past the butterfly and get straight to the half guard.
Yeah. Do you think it was that initial kind of inside Sankaku position that they gave it to Chris for?
I think so, yeah. It was the most significant attack of the round. Close round, but I can see why Chris took it.
Yeah, he's into almost a leg drag there, right? With forcing Chris to triangle those legs to defend almost.
Yeah, he's actually doing quite well, coming to the outside passes, but then not quite committing to them.
I think Chris is doing a really good job of framing and preventing him to get to a solid attachment. Every time he does get there, Chris creates a little bit of space, manages to get a shin or a hook in there.
Yeah.
Nice attempt at the kind of sweep. Chris almost underneath now into that inside Sankaku position.
Yeah, you can see Robert overcommitted towards the head
Searching
from
for
that
the
half
heel.
butterfly.
Yeah. Nice job passing it to the outside.
Yeah.
And Chris doing a good job of, Robert doing a good job of just kind of framing, trying to step on it, and avoids the position. But really good position from Chris.
That position is so strong, passing the legs to the outside, but if both your knees are stuck in the middle, you kind of have to contort your body to get the heel and get the finish. If you can point your knees the direction you want to go in, it's going to make it a lot easier.
Nice. This time, Robert was almost over the top. His corner was calling for the dog bar, I think.
That's tiring for Chris, those attempts that Robert's just slipping out of it the last second.
Yeah, this is a much better position for Robert. Very heavy position, passing over to mount. Can't quite stabilize. And that's a nice reaction. We were talking about this earlier with one of the arm triangles, right? It's not letting the person get too deep, using that little bit of energy to then get us to a much better position afterwards.
The sooner you deal with it, the better for those things. Robert needs to pick up the pace now. Only 2 minutes left, and he's probably losing this round as well.
Yeah. Chris dropping into that full sweep again. Catches it.
Very nice. Third time lucky.
Yeah, I mean, there's an element where it does get more tiring to keep defending the same thing over and over
And now
again,
he's
right?
switching to 50-50.
Yeah, he's trying to hit like a calf crush, it looks like.
Yeah, he's just lacking a slight bit of control over the far leg and a bit of control over the roll.
I mean, Robert's doing a great job of like shutting those down and reacting very well in those positions.
It is another one of those predictable responses as well, so you can almost preempt that the person is going to roll that way, follow them and try switch off to maybe a more controlling leg entanglement, like a 50-50 or something like this. He keeps walking straight into this false reap. It would be nice to see him have a bit, like a change of strategy.
Yeah, he had more success when he was kind of moving to the outside before he entered in, rather than just stepping straight into the guard.
Because you do need to play differently versus half butterfly versus normal half guard. Using that free leg to take back some inside position, that's kind of the way to go. Otherwise, you're going to be defending false reaps, X-guard entries.
Oh, nice jump. Robert really trying to defend this position and keep that hip high. He's managed to turn it.
He looks like he's slipping out. Oh.
Yeah, he needs to
lock it up.
There's 20 seconds left of the match. Can Chris finish?
It's going to be hard to get under the neck here, but he can definitely go through the neck.
He looks like he has the angle to lock it up. Oh,
yeah.
Great survival by Robert there.
Wow. What a finish to the match. Or the round, who knows. I hope we get a replay of that final teleporter, is it?
I mean, this is that almost heel hook. That was just really nice timing for that escape. As he transitioned across, just bridged a little bit, created the space.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Woo!
Really fun match. Nice work from both guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards, and they see it for your winner, Chris Leyendecker.
So our next match features Franck Takoudjou versus Dusty Miller.
Let's welcome fighting the blue corner, Franck Takoudjou.
So Franck Takoudjou, really interesting story, coming over from Cameroon, training out of flow martial arts with Sam Crook, you can see in his corner, incredibly active competitor.
And now let's welcome fighting the red corner, Dusty Miller.
So Dusty Miller, 10 years older than Franck. Also a brown belt. Mixes up his time between VS BJJ and Los Banditos.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight 83 kilos. Representing Flow Martial Arts from Cameroon, let's welcome Franck Takoudjou. And now let's welcome his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight 82.7 kilos. Representing Royal Navy BJJ from the United Kingdom, introducing Dusty Miller.
So Polaris is sponsored by Tatami, the world's leading jiu-jitsu brand, trusted and worn by champions.
Straight to a guard pull there by Dusty, which I don't blame him. Franck has really good wrestling, very athletic.
He's leading the grip fighting here as well.
Yeah, really nice side-to-side passing and switching his hips.
Almost straight over to the guard pass there, Franck.
Yeah. Very quick movement. That kind of, like, there is something to be said for competing a lot, and it makes you very good, comfortable in these situations where you can actually use your jiu-jitsu, right? Competition is a skill set in itself.
Yeah, you build that confidence in the moves you have.
Yeah, and you just get used to the way that people react, the energy that they put into different
More grip here
things.
from Franck, perhaps an armbar attempt.
Good looking armbar here.
Yeah, you can see how confident he is in this. Great positioning for Franck.
Feet crossed, always good with the armbar.
Yeah, that inside kind of leg position that Franck has with his right leg makes it very hard for Dusty to hitchhike out of it. Can make the grip break a little bit more challenging.
And he's got it.
And he's got it.
This
Gets
is-
the submission. Wow.
Very nice.
Just over a minute. Amazing performance by Franck.
Yeah, you can really see how active he is with the competition.
Yeah.
Just straight to his best moves. No hesitation.
Yeah, he didn't even give Dusty a chance to get started.
The hesitation is one of the biggest killers when it comes to the competition.
There we go, straight over. And, you know, the timing of that pass was just fantastic. Straight into that Kimura grip, throwing the leg over for an armbar.
Taking his time as well. We saw earlier on, some people rushed the finish,
Yeah.
and the other person slipped out.
Yeah, we can see he grabs that far elbow just to make the grip a little bit tighter. We were talking about that a little bit earlier as well, and then gets the finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by tap out due to an armbar, Franck Takoudjou.
Pineapple Exchange, the easiest place to discover hot new crypto projects, launch your own, and trade, all in one place. Pineapple Exchange presents Motion Dev. Imagine getting paid to roll. Motion Dev rewards your movement. Earn MDev tokens every time you train. Your data, your way.
So our next match is Peter Shamarkou versus Harry Fall.
Let's welcome fighting out of the blue corner, Peter Shamarkou.
So Peter Shamarkou fighting out of London Grapple, training 9 years, black belt. Seen him 3 times before on Polaris. Lost his first 2, but then came back and won his last by decision. This is the first time we're going to see him in the gi on the show.
And now let's welcome fighting the red corner, Harry Fall.
So Harry Fall, also 26 years old, and training a similar amount of time as well. Fighting out of the Ippon gym, seen a number of their competitors so far tonight.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight 74 kilos. Representing London Grapple from Cyprus by way of the United Kingdom. Let's welcome Peter Shamarkou. And now let's welcome his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, official weight 73.8 kilos. Representing Ippon Gem, Parastra, UK. From the Philippines by way of the United Kingdom, introducing Harry Fall.
So a fast attempted guard pull there from Harry. Trying to again go in towards this K-guard position. It's great to see so many gi matches on the show.
I was going to say the same thing. They are spoiling us, aren't they? And also, that was an exciting guard pull. Let's, you know, let's bring the gi and guard pulling back, guys.
Yeah,
let's
it's
make it great.
way more exciting than 2 guys collar tying each other, right?
100%. And the grips are so valuable in the gi. You want to go straight in and get the grips you want. Make the other person have to spend time breaking them, breaking their posture, getting tired.
Yeah, you can see that Peter's working hard to not let Harry get that hook in, which Harry does. Now he's directly underneath him into this X-guard position. This has become insanely popular in the last few years.
This kind of waiter X.
Yeah, like people like Tynan utilizing and Andy Murasaki have like become very, very good from this position. And it ties nicely to the no-gi as well, so there's an easy transition between the 2 different styles.
Will Harry look to come up here, or does he want to upgrade his position more?
I think as Vanessa was talking about earlier, like he needs to get a better position if he does try to come up.
Come up in a leg drag or something like this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And with you know, Peter's got a very, very good guard. Like you know, it's not, you don't want to end up coming up into somebody's guard when they've got a good guard. And there's plenty more. There's plenty enough time as well. Later on in the match, sure. Yeah, you want to come up and get that judge's decision right.
Interesting Berimbolo battle going on here.
Yeah. It's kind of the classic double pull. It looks like Harry's foot's is actually caught inside of Peter's belt. Which is not great for either of them, in all honesty. I think he's pulled it out now. I mean, you can see them trying to pummel the legs. Nice from Harry. There you go. He gets a better grip, comes up on top. And again, forced to sit back down. Peter could just rebuild to the top position, because it doesn't look like Harry's holding onto his legs particularly aggressively.
Yeah, and the Berimbolo is so important for this double guard pull battle.
Yeah. Yeah, understanding Berimbolos and De La Riva is crucial. And leg drags as well from there.
Yeah,
Straight to some meow pants pulling action there.
I was going to say, thankfully the camera angle changed.
Yeah, that was some great directing.
Well done, guys.
From, the Pro Sports guys. So time to do a sponsor read for them. Pro Sports Grappling, supplying professional event production to the world's leading grappling events.
So professional, Tom.
Yeah. It was a seamless
segue
into that sponsor read. Hey, Harry trying to drop underneath that leg, which is a really nice entry towards the leg drag.
Straight back to the Berimbolos again. Peter looking like he's a bit more comfortable in that Berimbolo battle.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him use it a lot in the no-gis and quite effectively as well. But Harry now just abandoning it and getting back to top position and into a pretty solid passing position too.
No, Peter's keeping his feet onto the hips of Harry there, stopping him from getting past.
Looks like he's transitioning towards the knee bar here.
It's a nice contrast to the no-gi without the leg locks as well.
Yeah.
Much more positional battles from the double guard pull, much more sweeps instead of just both people dropping back on legs.
Peter's got this footlock grip. Is he going to...
It's a nice battle there from that kind of butterfly X, trying to get the weight on the far leg as opposed to the near leg for Peter.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a drag back into the middle.
Referee's just checking the positioning, making sure that when they recenter them.
Yeah. This is like an unfortunate part of like jiu-jitsu, right? How do we get people back into the middle of the mat and into the same position?
They actually handled it quite well, to be honest.
They did a good job.
Yeah.
I think Peter's in a pretty solid position here. If he can just...
Yeah, some of these face-down Berimbolo / crab ride rolls from here work really nice. And I think that's what he's... Oh, no. Straight up on top.
And Harry kind of back into the De La Riva position, single leg X. Peter, like, he should start moving around to the side as quickly as possible and keep that angle on Harry.
Before he gets tangled up in Harry's grips.
Because the longer he stays here, the more he's going to get tangled up into position. He's done a pretty good job of hiding, preventing that kind of lasso from getting super deep, and then using it to stack. You know, switch the opposite side nicely.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about earlier with the girls who are a little bit more flexible. Sometimes you don't get that reaction, right?
Yes. Well, they don't need to. They just fold in half. You don't get the pushback. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Harry is showing a good level of flexibility.
Yeah, true.
Harry's done a good job to recover his guard. Looks like he's trying to go underneath the legs again and rebuilds very nicely. He should connect this straight away into a passing attack.
Yeah, Peter there underestimated Harry coming up on top.
Yeah, and now Harry's gone into that leg drag position. That's one of the nice things about the gi, that violin armbar doesn't work as well, and it can lead you directly into the duck under. Interesting back and forth match. I have no idea who I would score that for.
Let's look at some replays. We had a really exciting guard ball here. Look, woo!
Yeah, flying guard ball. And this is the excellent camera production. I'm not going to plug them again, not right now. But I'm going to see who they're going to go for in just a second. Interesting.
Tension is building.
The tension is building.
Winner of round number 1, Harry Fall.
Harry. Interesting, going for Harry.
Peter looked a bit more comfortable on the bottom in that round. Like, if he was half getting swept, he was just sitting back and taking it. So I wouldn't be surprised if he shot in for a quick long-range guard pull right now.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing about this kind of split, these rounds games that we see it. You know, it allows you a little bit of a strategy change if necessary. Oh, beautiful flying knee on belly attempt. This is going to be the first time that we've really kind of seen Harry free to move around in the open guard position. Like, he was kind of always tangled up or coming up off the bottom, which can be challenging to actually get free from your opponent. They can always set up their guards. He needs to be careful not doing too many of those kind of big lifts, big heavy, big explosive movements, because it will definitely burn you out quickly. And here Peter doing a great job of locking into that omoplata position.
Yeah,
omoplata.
Nice. Nice.
Really
Harry's
nice.
avoiding the De La Riva, staying nice and low, so Peter has to go towards the arm instead.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of Peter setting up the sweep, but also a bit of Harry diving over the top.
Yeah.
If the technical term for it is a harpoon sweep, if anybody cared.
Oh,
very nice. Yep.
Nice. Okay. I was hoping that Peter would use this and continue with the omoplata, but he's taking the position, which is
he's trying to go towards the back. But I think rolling for the back isn't necessarily the best idea. He should just take the mount at this point.
He needs to pin Harry's shoulders from here.
Yeah.
Make sure he can solidify the position.
Yeah, going up to the mount would be a much better option for this position.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And he's got that arm quite high already too.
Here, if he's going to, he really needs to crush the face to the side, right, to stop. There we go. He's trying to utilize that cross face there to stop Harry from collecting that leg, and even like an underhook there to stop the.
Yeah, he's trying to get those arms together. That kind of, I guess, single bicep pin type position.
Yeah, you really need to use a bit of authority in these kind of positions, like force the other person to look away.
Yeah.
And there's no two ways about it.
No, and he's sometimes using the other arm even to get even more drive to the other side.
Yeah, you used to see like Roger Gracie did that amazingly well.
Yeah.
That's what's great about the mount. If you control it really well, you only need to use your legs. Then your hands are free to attack. Compared to the back, you actually do need your hands combined with your legs.
Peter could transition off to a triangle here.
He should just go straight to the triangle right now. I know it's tempting to try and hold on to your good position, but you'll lose your opportunity if you don't go for it straight away.
I think he's trying to get the arm a little bit higher.
Yeah, I would. Maybe he's climbing up to get the straight armbar.
Potentially, but the longer he waits here, the more Harry's going to start trying to work out of the position. Like here, he should just pull up on the head, switch the hips across.
Yeah, lifting the head is the key thing. The key thing to look out for
there
here.
Go.
Here we go. Yeah,
capture that shin.
This is looking good.
Nice job from Peter.
Keep your angle.
Excellent job from Harry. Good reaction.
Get those feet off.
Don't let the legs come across, Peter.
Yeah, Harry's got those feet in the biceps. That's going to allow him to kind of start pressing away a little bit.
He needs to pummel these hands, otherwise Harry's going to come across with these feet. He's going to stretch out, and he's already starting to do it.
Harry gets it.
Oh, wow, the crowd goes wild.
You can't let the legs come across your body from there.
No, now Peter's trying to invert towards the legs again.
That was a fully locked triangle.
Yeah.
Great escape from Harry, though. Great composure to try and find a way out.
We've got 1 minute 30 left of the match. Peter, honestly, I want to see him get to a really good, strong guard. And, try to play some sort of low-risk attacks, right? So that he's going to take this round at least.
Nice pass there from Harry. He prevented the inversion by keeping his head buried in the hips.
Wow.
And now he's still trying to work it. And Peter...
Wow.
Beautiful pass from Harry.
What a turn of events.
And now he needs to do something like, he's past the guard. But Peter had the bat, he had the triangle, he had the mount, he got the pass. Harry needs to keep pushing this pace, particularly as it looks like Peter's a little bit slowing down, maybe potentially getting tired too.
I mean, Peter, he just looked up to see how much time he has left.
Having those close submission attempts, it's not just physically tiring, it's almost emotionally tiring at the same
you
time.
do all that work to get to a triangle and then frustration. Nice job from Harry. Almost getting that. He's got the
potential bow and arrow.
Yeah, he needs to be careful here.
He's got the single wing almost.
Address the grip.
He should come up on top.
Come
on top. Yeah, nice. Nice choice by Harry.
Armbar.
Into the armbar.
Oh my goodness.
Going belly down. Can't get it.
He has come on top.
And he could go to a triangle here. Harry looking tired. And Peter passes.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even need my monster. The excitement here tonight is insane.
That was a hectic round.
I mean, but don't forget, gi matches are boring. Yeah. So we can't have that much excitement. That's super interesting because I don't know how I would score that.
I'm leaving it to the judges.
I have to think Peter took that one with the positional control combined with the full triangle.
Yeah,
I guess so. But then there was a bow and arrow choke.
But then Harry had two.
Bar.
Yeah. Were they kind of part of the same sequence in a way?
do two submissions in a sequence, cancel out one, isn't it?
I mean, honestly, like from a selfish point of view, I want to see the third round.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah.
I think the control in the mount was quite dominant as well.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, he was very dominant. He had a great position there. It looks like, I mean, both these guys are pretty tired now.
The winner of round number 2, Peter Shamarkou.
There you go.
Excellent. So we get to see the third round. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Peter is looking a bit tired.
I mean, so's Harry, though. Like, these guys have been going at it for 10 minutes. Nice, Harry shooting him for the single. Yeah. If he can pin those legs and start moving to the side, there you go. Sometimes that's all it needs, right? That like initial positive attack, trying to force the stack.
Don't let the person on bottom get good grips now. That's where they can rest, set up a nice, slow, controlled attack.
Yeah, I mean, Harry's in not a bad position, right? He's got both feet on the outside of the body, lifting him up, trying to force that turtle position. He's got good stack position now. Switching off.
This is looking tough for Peter here.
Yeah, he's got the arm trap. There's the crucifix.
Wow.
Going single wing. Oh, beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Can he control him here?
Yeah, he should reach around the neck. That'll help him control the position and start attacking the neck from here. Keep the feet stamped to the floor, which he does. He needs to point those knees to the ceiling.
It's going to be tough to finish on the collar here. I'd like to see him just go no-gi style, one-hand rear naked choke.
Yeah, potentially, or he could just, I mean, you got the reverse triangle as an option here as well. It looks like he might be trying to roll through for the reverse omoplata. He is. Like he's trying to, so he's trying to strip that grip off.
Very nice.
I think he's lost the angle in the arm now. Yeah. But he's now back into north-south. 90 seconds left on the clock. They're trying to, they were encouraging to set up the reverse triangle here.
This all came from that nice double under stack position.
Yeah. It was just starting fast, right? Being very aggressive at the beginning. Peter couldn't set the grips that he wanted. He really like elevated them heavy.
Once you get the head controlled here as well, it opens up a lot of nice Kimura options.
Yeah, you can see him trying to, I think he's going for that now potentially.
Yeah.
Looking to transition off towards the back. Good, he's got that double kind of arm control. Stepping the heel over the top as well. Gets the hooks, beautiful, but doesn't have a great angle right now.
Controls that shoulder, stops Peter from rolling.
Yeah, that was a nice adjustment going to the double under grips.
Now catches the arm. Peter now has only one arm.
He's going straight smother.
Wow.
He's got the, what's it called, the Python smother, right? In the gi.
30 seconds though. I feel like if he does try rear naked choke, he will get it. Instead of wasting time.
I think he's just fed the gi off. He's just fed the lapel underneath the neck.
Here we go.
And he gets the submission.
Oh my goodness, there's 16 seconds left on the clock. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Great match.
Yeah, really exciting match.
Back and forth. That's that triangle in the second round.
Oh.
We mentioned the pro sport guys again are having kittens about that board. Man, a great match. That was super exciting. This was that crucifix. He tried to momentarily look to go for the choke. Peter did a good job of turning out, and then Arya managed to get to the back here. Isolated those arms, and then you just see him transition off to the lapel. Throws the legs over, and there's a beautiful little transition to the back. Got to get that choke.
What an exciting match.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Ffion.
Tatami.
So our next match, we have Shane Price versus Justin Gorilla Moore.
Let's welcome, fighting in the blue corner, Shane Price.
So we've seen Shane Price a number of times on the Polaris cards. His last match he won by a clover leaf, which is quite exciting. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he goes against Justin Moore.
And now let's welcome, fighting in the red corner, Justin Moore.
So Justin Moore recently moved to Pool, runs Guerrilla Fight Team. Again, we've seen him a couple of times on Polaris, picking up some wins.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight 91.8 kilos, representing SPG. From Wales, let's welcome Shane Price. And now let's welcome his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet tall, official weight 92.8 kilos, representing Gorilla Fight Team from the United Kingdom, introducing Justin Moore.
So Polaris is sponsored by Gentle Art Apparel, a collection of premium clothing by 10-time world champion Roger Gracie. So we saw Shane Price in a takedown war, I would call it, against... I'm completely blanking. What is his name?
Was it Christian Osbeck?
Yes, the Wizard of Osbeck. But now you can see it gone straight in towards
straight
the
into
legs.
saddle.
Yeah.
Very tight looking entry as
yeah.
well.
It's tight positioning, it's good control over the legs. You see him transitioning off towards the heel already.
Switch off to 50-50 if you want to keep... Yeah, this looks
is
on.
Gets the
Very
submission.
nice.
Wow.
That was quick.
Wow.
That was the quickest submission of the night. That was like
That looked
40
quite tight.
seconds.
Yeah, real quickly.
Because when you enter into that belly down position, you already have such control. You have gravity in your hips coming down on the leg. And when he went to roll, he was able to switch to kind of half 50-50, half saddle type position.
That was sharp. Let's see it again.
Real sharp.
Very nice.
You guys see the transition?
Yeah.
Puts it in the pocket.
Here we go, this crisscross position.
Yeah.
Get the control of the 50-50 with the distance control of the saddle. So it's a great position to finish from.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by tap out due to a heel hook, Shane Price.
One path. Black implies white. Self implies other. Life implies death. Or shall I say, death implies life. You can feel yourself. Not as a stranger in the world, not as something here on probation, not as something that has arrived here by fluke, but you can begin to feel your own existence as absolute fundamental.
So our next match is Arya Esfanmaz versus Ash Gibson.
Let's welcome first, fighting in the blue corner, Ash Gibson.
So Ash Gibson, 29 years old, training for around 10 years, currently a brown belt. medaled at the European No-Gis, 3-time British champion, and is currently training out of Roger Gracie Bristol.
And now let's welcome, fighting in the red corner, Arya Bendz.
So I seen him numerous times on Polaris. A couple of years older than Ash, but tons of experience. No-Gi European champ, world pro silver medalist, European Gi silver medalist, and for a big guy, he has some very, very smooth movement.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet tall, official weight 95 kilos. Representing Roger Gracie Bristol from the United Kingdom, let's welcome Ash Gibson. And let's welcome his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, official weight 101.7 kilos. Representing pure jiu-jitsu from the United Kingdom, introducing Arya Bendz.
So Polaris is brought to you by Warrior, low sugar, high protein, ridiculous tasty. Try Warrior Crunch protein bars today.
And here we have Ash pulling to guard straight away. Arya is known for having some really good judo throws. So it's a good strategy by Ash, and also Ash has some really good leg locks, so he's going to be trying to get underneath him. But there is a quite a significant size difference here that we can see, so it's not going to be easy.
You can see how low Arya is keeping his base as well. He really has those low hips. It can be tough to get underneath for a leg locker.
Yeah, he's got that nice crazy dog grip as well, and then forcing into like a more traditional half guard. Oh, this has gone back to the butterfly half.
I mean, the benefits they have as a smaller fighter is that you can get these knees inside a little bit easier, right? Which Ash is now doing here.
And that butterfly half guard really suits that as well. Anytime someone gets chest to chest, cross face, just throwing in that butterfly hook, it kind of nullifies the whole position, as we saw there.
Yeah, you can see him try and do that off balance here, the kind of almost like a John Wayne. And Arya just didn't even move. You see him trying to dive underneath again. Maybe come up to that octopus position, but Arya just shutting it down.
Right arm position, start walking your right hand to a backhand frame. Clear the bicep tie on your head.
Looks like Arya's feeding for like a DAS position here.
Yeah, he's looking very solid on top.
That was a much better off balance there from Ash. Just brought the full weight of Arya over the top. Managed to resettle his guard.
It's nice to see him change in strategy already, going for underhooks, trying to sit up a little bit more. Because again, if Arya's sitting back, it's very hard to pull someone on top of you. It's easier actually push up into them. And then when they push back, that's when you get underneath.
Look at he's maybe transitioning off towards the omoplata here. Great flexibility there from Ash, but Arya just being very heavy, keeping his head in the center.
This is Arya's chance to pass now.
Yeah, as he got the hands locked underneath as well. Yeah. Has to release it though.
Yeah, you are seeing, as Vanessa was saying, the fact that Ash is a little bit smaller, he is more nimble. He's able to fit his legs into those little gaps.
Yeah, he seems to have very good dexterity as well.
Arya coming over to the side with a beautiful pass. He can get these head in front of the legs. He'll secure it. But again, Ash finding those little gaps to try to get in front of the shoulders there. If Ash can get his shins in front of Arya's shoulders, he might be able to get it, but no, he spins. Arya coming through for the back take.
Arya doing a great job. We've seen him do some amazing back takes on Polaris before. You see Ash like holding onto the feet here, which is going to make it very difficult for Arya to even set the hooks. The problem is that it's going to leave him open to to the chokes, and you do not want Arya's arms around your neck.
Ash needs to keep moving here, avoid those hooks coming in.
It could transition off towards the head and arm position. He looked for it kind of momentarily, I think. When you see Arya slowly worked his way into position now. Has the body triangle.
Again, you know, bigger and taller, he's able to just lock that up. I always feel a little bit jealous of people who can do that.
Yeah, and now he's starting to work underneath the neck. You can see him kind of digging underneath those grips. Ash Lane looks pretty calm in that position, though.
That's what the body triangle gives you. You can just take your time.
Yeah.
So
Arya trying to. He's got that arm caught now as well.
Very nice. Just needs to stop Ash's shoulders turning. That can be really annoying.
Yeah, he's switching off to the arm bar. See if he adjusts it and makes it a little bit tighter.
Take his foot inside your knee. Take your left elbow under his Achilles. Good.
Is he looking to set up some type of triangle here?
Goes back into the position. Ash did a good job of going belly down, but switches off the triangle
very
nicely.
Nice transition
50 seconds to work.
And this is a proper angle to finish now.
Yeah, he gets it. Beautiful work from Arya.
Very nice finishing sequence there.
Yeah, really, really nice work. As soon as he got that pass, he was in control of the match. Got to the turtle, got his grips, and then slowly worked the hooks. Excellent performance from Arya.
Let's see some replays.
It all came from that passing to the bad side.
Yeah, he just kind of dropped his hip down, right?
Because he wasn't having much success going towards Ash's good side.
Yeah. And I mean, Ash did kind of keep moving, but it was a beautiful little kind of series of transitions for Arya to get into that triangle position.
Yeah, you could see him planning it out in his head almost when he was setting up the Kimura grip and the armbar. He was clearly looking for the triangle along the way.
Yeah, really nice work.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by tap out due to a shoulder lock, Arya Svanberg.
So our main event of these prelims, we are going to see Barak Martin versus Phil Harris.
let's welcome fighting in the blue corner, Baruch Martin.
So Baruch Martin, he is fighting at BMB Academy, which is his own academy. Been training 26 years. A real veteran of the game. I actually competed back against him in 2007 as a purple belt. So he's been around a really long time. A lot of success in ADCC trials, in NAGA, in Europeans, and in some of the AJP events as well.
And now let's welcome fighting the red corner, Phil Harris.
So Phil Harris, Mr. Polaris, he has had more appearances on this stage than just about everybody else. I think this is 9th or 10th. He's fought some legends of the sport, Nicky Ryan, Imanari, among others. It's going to be really interesting to see how these two compare, how they go up against it.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, official weight 63.5 kilos. Representing BMB Academy from Spain, let's welcome Baruch Martin. And also welcome his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, official weight 64.9 kilos. Representing Gym 01 Portsmouth from the United Kingdom, introducing Phil Harris.
So this match is brought to you by Venom, the biggest brand in combat sports.
Some jumpy starting here.
Baruch is full of beans. Nice veteran matchup here. I'm hoping to see some like old school jiu-jitsu, bit of knee twist, half guard.
Yeah, it's both these guys have been pretty active, you know, competing. It's going to be interesting because you know, they're both actually kind of smaller guys. This is a nice weight class for them. I think, if I remember correctly, Phil reigned in about 64 kilos and Baruch was in closer to 63.
Yeah.
A lot of hand fighting first. I mean, nice
nice
elbow leg,
yeah.
but Phil straight in on that guillotine. Looks like he's almost locked it up as well. Phil obviously coming from a long-time MMA background. Baruch doing a great job of passing over the top.
Great start from him.
Yeah.
Looks to be sharp. That guillotine is a tricky one. It's a shame not to get some kind of even sweep attempt off it.
Yeah, but Baruch's doing a great job of passing around those legs, maintaining that pressure.
Will he be able to keep up this intensity for the full 15 minutes?
Yeah, that is the thing, right? I mean, I think this is the first time on this on the Polaris stage. Obviously, it's the main event of the prelims. Adds a little bit of pressure. Even though he is a veteran, sometimes you can kind of gas yourself out, make too much of the occasion, you know?
Yeah, we know Phil has the composure. He's competed in the UFC. He's been on Polaris so many times.
He's reaching over to that Kimura grip, trying to push Baruch's head over to the side now.
Yeah.
Baruch's keeping his head nice and steady underneath that chin.
Yeah, we've seen Phil a number of times kind of play the leg lock game as well. I remember one of his first matches. It was quite surprising that he would regularly fall back for the feet, trying to entangle the legs. So he's no slouch in that department.
Utilising this overhook in the closed guard. Perhaps see that a little bit later with Sula-Mae and Helena, who knows?
Yes.
Baruch seems kind of happy to stay here, surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean, we have a great card coming up later in the main event. We've obviously got the final of the squads, and then we have those two championship matches, Ffion Davies versus Margot Ciccarelli, and then, as you mentioned, Helena Crevar versus Sula-Mae Lowenthal. This is going to be great matches.
Baruch going to stand here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Phil
Phil just jumping off.
Really nicely.
Nice little leg kick there.
And a leg kick back.
He returns the favour.
Yeah, I mean, Phil does have a very, very solid judo background. And you see, Martin, there you go. There's your half guard that you're looking for.
We've ticked off half guard and close guard.
I think I've seen Barack. He uses that guard pull to really. He hasn't done it now, but he can sometimes like use it to elevate Phil. But Phil obviously brought his weight back like very quickly.
Yeah. That's the thing about MMA guys as well. They can be so hard to move. They're happy to sit in your half guard, sit in your close guard. Very hard to get them off balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that base, right? The top base. Phil falling back for the leg here.
Yeah, he has a good control here.
Yeah, he's got the arm.
Oh,
yeah, that's on.
The heel hook.
It looked like Barack isn't giving it to him. Phil gave him a second.
Oh, straight back up.
He just missed the connection on his legs. Barack had that space, a little like spin and twist out of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's two good, solid submission attempts from Phil, though, right?
That was a very solid one there.
Yeah. And again, it looks like he may be trying to enter that single leg X position.
Yeah, it looks like it's open again. We're seeing a lot of half butterfly tonight. It's very interesting because the classic half guard passing doesn't work as well against it. You can see here, like, Barack's driving forward, but because of the half butterfly, it doesn't really work the same. You need to get back that inside position before you can progress.
Phil looking for a triangle momentarily. Martin trying to pull into that half guard again. Be interesting to see if Phil falls. He does go for it again.
Same.
That's the problem with that. And Phil dropping on it again.
Now, he needs to keep the connection at the hips, keep his ankle beside his knee, or even bring his right leg across the hip, just so his legs are connected and he can't slip out.
Although you're talking about the double outside Ashy,
yes,
right? We did see the back attack off that in one of our early matches. I think he's got that good bite on the leg.
This is better as well.
It's just a few seconds left of the match, though. I think Barack's
Barack looking at the time, says he's okay.
Little stretch out there.
Interesting first round.
I mean, the thing is with these leg attacks is it will tire Barack's legs out, right?
Yeah. It'd be nice to see Phil going for inside heel hook in the second round. Maybe if he can pass the leg across, because that's a submission.
Oh.
You see, you can't tough it out with an inside heel hook, whereas outside you can sometimes.
Yeah, it does look like Barack's limping just a little bit.
His knees have seen worse things.
I'm sure.
Winner of round one, Phil Harris.
So there you go, yeah. Giving it to Phil, probably for those two close submission attempts.
Yeah. Will Barack pull half guard again, or will he shoot in on the double?
I'm not sure. I think he's going to...
I feel like we'll see a half guard again coming up.
You'd think so, yeah. But yeah, I mean, Phil has dropped into those legs pretty well on both of those. Nice shot.
Nice single
really
leg.
nice catch on the single leg.
Phil looks like he's going to shoot him over in a second.
Yeah, I mean, Phil's trying to work to that front headlock, it looks like. But he might also try to sit under and like Sula-Mae.
Nice.
Nice transition off of Barack, though, going into that that double leg switching to it.
Again, it's the hesitation that takes away your opportunity. I feel like Phil there, he could have sat back, tried to use the guillotine while he had the grip.
Bit of grip changing shenanigans. And then Phil shoots to close guard. Straight onto that arm bar from Phil as well.
Will he try and connect this to a triangle here? No. That's the thing with the close guard. It can be hard to get an angle to attack. Get an angle off balance can be tough.
Yeah, it can definitely be tricky. It looks like Phil's trying to wrap up the neck again. Much slower pace in this match.
Yeah. He had success standing up in the close guard in the first round. I'm surprised he doesn't just go back to it straight away, because he does have the opportunity there. I know Phil is an overhook, but it doesn't look too controlling at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real danger from that overhook at the moment.
I mean, the danger comes from Barak posturing up, right, which is why he's keeping quite low.
There's just no business really being in the close guard if you're on top. You just want to stand up. Stand up like there's nothing for you to do from there, you know?
Yeah, that's literally the only option you have, right? Let's get out of it. Phil transitioning to that underhook position.
Barak smothering.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that Barak is like, feeling that leg, because it was. I mean, we saw it on the replay. It definitely looked like it popped a little bit. So that might be impacting how well he can stand up, how well he can base from this position.
Yeah.
I mean, he did shoot that nice little low single right at the start, but
Phil does need to use this opportunity to be a bit more active, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Phil might be trying to push that hand inside and shoot to the triangle. I'm actually surprised that they've not stood them up at this point.
Yep.
Because there's not really anything happening.
Maybe changing the grip strategy from Phil, trying to control with a 2-on-1 and open up. Oh, as we see here, scooping the leg. This is...
Yeah, or maybe even just abandoning close guard entirely and just like framing away and changing it up. He was having some success from his, from his open guard anyway, so why not utilize it?
As he reached over to that far side as well, it's possible that he could have come to like a K guard as well and maybe started coming underneath,
Yeah.
What way is this round going as well? Because Barak is the one that got the takedown. There hasn't really been much besides that. Here we go.
We've got 50 seconds left of the round.
Yeah, I mean, if Phil really should be thinking that potentially he could be down in this round, right, and he needs to be doing something, and Barak choosing to pull guard again. So even from that sense, he is the one who's initiating the attacks, right?
Yeah.
Can he heel hook off this attempt again? Oh.
Interesting. Again, I don't know how to score this one. Again, Barak trying to get the
arm drive,
the inside trip,
It seemed like Barak was just a lot more active in that round, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Phil seemed a bit too complacent just to stay inside that close guard. So maybe, I don't know, like maybe he was feeling a little bit tired or what, or maybe he just didn't realize that he needed to be more urgent.
Yeah.
Because this, I mean, he's holding onto the head, but it's not really doing anything. That was a nice little transition from the single to the double from Barak.
Yeah, Barak doing a good job just keeping his weight to the side there to stop the armbar.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards and they see it for your winner, Phil Davies.
So, Phil, congratulations on your win. Is that how you expected that match to go?
He was a lot stronger than I thought, yeah. He cancelled out everything I had, put the fight where I didn't want it on my back. So, yeah, he did really well. Fair play to Barak, but he didn't do enough. So he's holding me a lot, and he's very good at it, but he just didn't do enough. I did slightly more. A pretty boring match, sorry, but sometimes it goes like that. And yeah, it was a tough match. He's very, very strong. Very good in position.
Yeah. Is that how you expected the second round to go? Because we were up on the comms table saying it was very, very close.
Yeah, like I say, it was tougher than I thought. He's very quick, very strong. yeah, it's a tough match, and I just couldn't get anything going. He did hold a lot and did stall a lot, so it takes two to tango sometimes. And I just couldn't get anything going because he's just holding me a lot. So yeah, I couldn't really get anything going.
Perfect. And obviously Polaris is doing a lot more shows next year. Is there something you want to continue doing? Is there anybody you'd really like to face on the mats?
So I've done 9 Polarises now. I want to make it to 10, which I think I can next year. I'd like a big UFC veteran like Demetrius Johnson, Ioannou, someone like that, some big name to finish on my 10th match.
Yeah, well, that'd be absolutely amazing. It'd be great to count out that 10. So congratulations, and hope to see you next year. So that was an amazing night of prelims. We had so many submissions and so many fun matches, but the action continues after our break, where we have the final of the squads events, Team Oceania and Asia versus Team Europe. Tom, so these are really well-matched teams. I'm very excited to see how some of these go down. What are your thoughts on these two teams?
Really good. Obviously, on paper, Europe have a slight advantage by the looks of it, but at the same time, you don't know how the matchups are going to go, and you could easily see a number of people from Asia Oceania going on quite a streak. So I'm looking forward to see how the matchups go and who can put a few back-to-back wins together.
Yeah, Vanessa, is there anybody you are hoping that is going to actually match in these two squads?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm just excited to see everyone fight. I'm obviously gunning for Team Europe. I think they're a really strong team, but with this rule set and with this format, you never know who's going to take it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then of course we also have the 2 championship matches. First up, we have Margot Ciccarelli versus Ffion Davies. Really exciting matchup. Vanessa, how do you see this one going?
You know, I think Margot's going to give Ffion a bit of trouble. I still think Ffion, you know, is going to kind of do what Ffion does, but judging from Margot's performance in the squads, in the girls' squads, again, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, I think she's really earned her place here, and it's going to be a really interesting match.
Yeah, I think she went on like a 4 or 5 win streak in that event, and showed some really good tactical awareness. And obviously we have Helena Crevar versus Sula-Mae Lowenthal. Tom, what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, we've seen Helena over the last couple of years especially have some big breakout performances, medaling at ACC. Sula-Mae, much less known, but at the same time, she clearly has a lot of talent. They've had a quick match before, and it was very exciting, so now it'd be nice to see them have a full length go.
I will say I can feel the tension in the building with this match. Yeah. I'm very excited.
I mean, Helena wanted that match. She wants to get that one back, and Sula is game. So it's going to be really exciting. So don't forget to join us live on UFC Fight Pass from 7 p.m. where all the action will happen.